Arman Tsarukyan. He's fighting Charles Oliveira. What did you think? How much improvement has this man made since you guys fought the first?
Of course he improved. He have more experience, but same skills, you know. He beat the oldest guy because they don't have wrestling. But when someone have good wrestling skills, he always have trouble with Gamrot, with me, and Grande again. He have good wrestling skill, but if somebody...
Ahead of his impending battle, Islam Makhachev boldly declared that he would not be hampered by any advancements made by Arman Tsarukyan. Similarly, a lot of boxing experts think Islam Makhachev will have the advantage in his next rematch, since he has become more proficient at striking. Many experts consider him to be a strong favorite because of his well-rounded skill set, which combines excellent grappling and striking. One of the year's most anticipated fights is this lightweight title matchup. We have Islam versus Arman. We just completed a significant task with Arman.
He do in that fight to make it one of the tougher fights in your career?
Same things. I don't know his...
I think he took you down.
He took me
like
down.
3 times.
No, 1 time. No, watch the fight. You never watch my fight?
I watch your fights all the time.
Okay, watch. 3 times, nobody, brother. Even you, Nick, you cannot take me down 3 times, brother.
Take me down 3 times. Many times.
No, it's not true. You know, the first fight.
I'm thrilled to have him as a new Jackson and Santos studio athlete. Look, I'll let you sort of break down this fight the way you think it's going to go first, because I think this man is on the up and Islam is obviously a monster. Although they have already fought, I believe that this most recent matchup is very similar. It all boils down to who wants it more, pressure, and perseverance. Islam has long held the top spot. Islam is a superior striker, but his wrestling and hitting are on another level. Because he is quick on his feet, can hit hard, and is improving, he doesn't get the credit he deserves. He is more self-assured and excels everywhere. Is Islam a superior striker, in your opinion? He seems like a better. In the meantime, prominent American podcaster Brendan Shaw questioned Islam Makhachev's pound-for-pound standing, pointing out that his schedule was not as strong as that of the other contenders in the top 5. Shaw recognized that Makhachev is not to blame, but he feels that Makhachev still needs to prove himself before he can be considered the winner.
Now, when it comes to pound for pound in your division, I look at strength of schedule. I look at who have you beat, how have you beat them. Islam's strength of schedule, when we're talking about, if you look at the pound for pound list, the top 5, has by far the easiest strength of schedule. He's not my pound for pound number 1. I'll be very clear. Not my king, not better than me, dude. Refute, cut my head off. Cut my head off. Not hating on Islam. I know you guys are gonna run with that. I'm not doing that. I'm not hating on him. There's nothing he can do about it. It's not his fault.
He specifically mentioned Arman Tsarukyan as a possible difficult opponent for Makhachev, saying that based on Arman's recent performances, he might even give him the advantage in a fight against Islam. However, his management is saying, let's jump to 170, buddy. You have so much work to do at 155. You have a lot to do at 155 before we bend the knee, and Arman, he's going to give you a fight, and I would favor Arman after watching his last 3 or 4 performances. I'd be in favor. With an outstanding record of 22-3, Arman Tsarukyan recently defeated former champion Charles Oliveira and defeated Beneil Dariush in a performance of the night match. This is a rematch from 2019, and both of these men have an 18-1 record overall since then. The main event is such a bait-ass. He has successfully defended his championship a few times and is without a doubt the best boxer in our division. On the same card as UFC 31, Islam Makhachev will defend his lightweight title against Arman Tsarukyan in a much-anticipated rematch. Lightweight ratio at age 35. Recently, YouTuber Mike Betts asked Moano a 2-part question. Moano will now face number 9 lightweight opponent Beneil Dariush. According to him, the first element of the question is, will Mino compete for the title in the main event if Arman Tsarukyan suddenly withdraws at the last minute? How would you respond if you choose yes? The second question is, how much money are you requesting? I will answer the first one with the second. I fight for free for this belt, brother. 100%, the 35-year-old fighter said firmly. I struggle for nothing. I'm not losing to Islam Makhachev, so I don't even mind if they ask how much, brother. Just give me my usual paycheck. According to the Brazilian lightweight fighter, he was added to the card by the organization in order to serve as a backup for the main event. He also underlined that he will immediately pursue the title if he has a chance to win it. Moana went on to say, I know what he's going to do. It's just a matter of time, and I have the answer for his technique. As I mentioned, I don't care that people don't think I'm real. If it's not Dariush, it will be for the belt on January 18th. They are placing me on the same card because of this. I'm prepared. In contrast to Islam Makhachev, Charles Ola would like to be Arman Tsarukyan's backup. Ola, who made a comeback to winning ways at UFC 309 against Michael Chandler, has now stated that he would like to be the fight's backup. Many fans think the rematch will be difficult because of how close their first bout was, but Michael Chandler doesn't think so since he thinks Islam Makhachev will easily defeat Arman Tsarukyan.
Arman, he's a new Jackson athlete, Santo Studio athlete, and I'm excited. This guy I think is on the up and up. And then Islam is obviously a monster. So Luke, I'll kind of let you break down this fight, how you think it's going to go first.
I mean, I think it's pretty similar. They fought before already, but it's pretty similar to this last matchup. It comes around to endurance, pressure, and who wants it more. Islam's been on top for a long time. It was like wrestling, striking. But he's a better striker. People don't give him credit for what he deserves because he is good on the feet. He can hit hard and he's getting better. He's getting more confident. He's good everywhere else too.
Do you think Islam's a better striker?
He's just a young, hungry dude, making his presence known, Chandler added. He's grown up and had some impressive victories. He deserves this title shot because his most recent victory was over my next opponent, Allah. I believe Islam smokes him. But there will be a rematch. As Chandler foresees, if Islam succeeds in smoking Arman Tsarukyan, the performance will undoubtedly make a statement. Later in 2025, it might lead to a brawl between Makhachev and Chandler. Next Saturday, Michael Chandler and Charles Oliveira will square off again in the octagon at UFC 309. Arman Tsarukyan has been eagerly awaiting his opportunity to compete for the 155-pound championship. The Armenian is sure of his abilities and thinks he can overthrow Makhachev and win the lightweight title. Everything is in place for this rematch to be an unforgettable battle.